Introduction. Hello, and welcome to this video review of The Great Divorce by C.S. Lewis. Lewis was a prominent Christian author and theologian, and The Great Divorce is one of his most famous works of fiction. In this book, Lewis explores the nature of heaven, hell, and the afterlife through a series of imaginative encounters between residents of the afterlife and visitors from the gray town of Purgatory. In this video, I'll be giving you an overview of the book's contents and sharing my thoughts on its strengths and weaknesses. Overview. The Great Divorce is a relatively short book, consisting of just over 100 pages. The book is structured as a series of vignettes, each depicting a different encounter between a visitor from Purgatory and a resident of the afterlife. Through these encounters, Lewis explores a wide range of theological and philosophical themes, including the nature of sin, the reality of hell, and the possibility of redemption. Strengths. One of the main strengths of The Great Divorce is Lewis's vivid and imaginative writing style. He creates a rich and detailed world in which the afterlife is depicted as a kind of vast, shimmering city, while the gray town of Purgatory is portrayed as a bleak and desolate wasteland. The encounters between the visitors and the residents are also highly imaginative, with each character representing a different aspect of human nature or experience. Another strength of the book is the way in which Lewis uses these encounters to explore complex theological and philosophical ideas. For example, he depicts the residents of the afterlife as being consumed by their own desires and egos, while the visitors from Purgatory are shown struggling to overcome their own shortcomings and weaknesses. Through these encounters, Lewis encourages us to reflect on our own lives and consider how we can become better versions of ourselves. Weaknesses. One weakness of The Great Divorce is that it can be somewhat confusing and difficult to follow at times. The book is structured in a non-linear way, with each encounter building on the ones that came before it, but also standing alone as a separate story. This can make it challenging to keep track of all the characters and their relationships to one another. Another weakness of the book is that it can be somewhat heavy-handed in its moralizing. Lewis is not subtle in his depiction of the dangers of sin and the importance of repentance, which may be off-putting to some readers. Conclusion. Overall, The Great Divorce is a fascinating and thought-provoking book that is sure to challenge and inspire readers. While it has some weaknesses, such as its occasionally confusing structure and heavy-handed moralizing, it also has many strengths, including Lewis's vivid and imaginative writing style and his skillful exploration of complex theological and philosophical ideas. Whether you are a Christian looking to deepen your understanding of the afterlife or a reader of any faith seeking a rich and imaginative work of fiction, The Great Divorce is a book that is well worth your time.